Hey, what's going on YouTube? So today we're going to be taking a look at my dividend portfolio and how much it paid me over the last month in dividends. So you can see right over here, we're currently sitting at $50,533. This is actually the first time we recorded a video with it being over 50,000. So it's kind of mind blowing to see how much this portfolio has grown over this short period of time. So what we're going to do is take a look at some of the performance, and then we're going to take a look at the dividend payouts. I'll also even show you how much we made over the last 6 months or so, actually 7 months so far into this year. So like I said, you can see the total currently over the last day, we've actually had a good gain, over $522 here. Over the last week, you can see here, it's been about 573, so it's a little up and down with the current market. If we go to the last month, we're up about $1,500, 15 of which was so far dividends. And then if we go to the last quarter, and these are earned dividends, by the way, so it's a little different than what I actually earned and got paid out for any given month. So you can see here in the last quarter, we're up about $3,400 in total, about $110 in dividends. And then if we go to the last year, we're up about $8,120 with $386 in earned dividends. And if we go to our all-time, we're sitting at a nice $9,177 with $460 in earned dividends. You could see on our tracker here with value over time, started this portfolio with $100 and then just continued to grow the portfolio as I got more comfortable with, investing and understanding what I wanted to have in this portfolio, which, we have all these slices over here. We have tons of different stocks. We got over 21 different holdings in total. So if I actually go here, you can see we got 21 holdings in total. Our unrealized gains is about 7,700 almost. And the reason that's a different number than what you saw earlier is because this is anything that I haven't sold yet so far. So for this number right over here, this is actually anything I might have sold thus far throughout this journey of having this portfolio, as well as any earned dividends as well. Now, let's go ahead and take a look and see how much I earned so far for the year, as well as just this last month. So let's go to activities really quick. And I'm going to actually just switch to dividends only. So this is going to be a really short one for July, because July only has 2 dividend payers, which is kind of funny because it's at the beginning of the month and pretty much at the very end of the month. So there's nothing in between for this month, as you can see here. So it's a little unfortunate. I obviously love getting dividends, but I'm not trying to buy dividends to pay out in certain months. I'm trying to buy companies that I want to hold for long term and, hopefully have really good increases in dividends over time. So you can see the first one was on July 1st. It, for some reason, showed up as twice on here. It's with ADP. The first one paid out at $4.45. The second time was 93 cents. They paid out the same time, but it just splits it for some reason. And then you can see here on July 30th, from new residential investment, you can see here we got a whopping $20.15. So that's everything that we had in this month. So if we go to our dividend spreadsheet here, you can see that our income was a total of $25.53 in total for the month of July. Now, what we want to do is also break this down a little bit too, in comparison to some of the other time periods as well. So first, if you look at the year prior to this, you can see we had a total payout of $11.40. And then the year before that was a total of $1.39. So you see these incremental increases and how much we're getting paid, which is a really great thing because obviously we want to be moving up with how much we're getting paid. Now, one thing we also kind of want to look at too is the first month of the last quarter. So if we compare these two, so April was the first month of the last quarter, you can see here we made a total of $18.96. So you can see there's a good increase from that time period as well, because it's hard to compare May and June, seeing as those are, a lot more companies are paying out during those time periods, and there's different companies that are paying out. So you can see that nice increase just from that April to July. And then the next time we'll see, a comparison will be in October of 2021. Now, if we actually scroll down here on this chart, let's clean this up a little bit. You can see a couple different things here as well too. So in total for 2021 thus far, we've actually brought in and actually got paid out $253.58, which is really nice. Obviously, you can see what we made in 2020, and we are far surpassed that point already. You can see with Q3, July is the first month in quarter 3. So we made that $25.53 last year in Q3. We made $63. So We are obviously ahead of the trend here by a significant amount, so we are expecting this quarter to definitely outpace last year. Hopefully we can outpace what we did in Q2, which was $106 for 2021, and you can see here Q1 was $122. So we definitely dropped a little bit in Q2, but Q3 hopefully we can see a resurgence back upwards. Some of that had to do with selling out of some of the companies in the portfolio that did pay out some dividends in comparison to some of the other stocks we have. Now, this spreadsheet is free if you're interested in checking it out. I'll have it in my show notes down below. You just sign up for my emails, and then you will get this entirely for free on there. And you could see here, let me make sure it's kind of on screen here. I actually had this added in here as well. You could see my monthly average for the first 7 months of this year is $36.23. So obviously we want to hit certain goals. Obviously one of them being, hitting over $100 a month on average, then $1,000, and then beyond that as well too. And I try to do a little calculator here with, this is track your dividends. So this is one calculator, but another one I'm using here too is with market beats. And this one right over here, what I did is I plugged in our current portfolio, plugged in our current dividend yield, and then we plugged in a few other pieces of information like our annual contribution, what we are expecting for dividend increases, which on average over the last 5 years has been 9.33%. Distribution is monthly. And then we can expect our annual share prices to go up about 8%, give or take. Obviously, some years up, some years down. And we are reinvesting the dividends as well. And so for the next 15 years, if we plug this information in here, you can see here, this is kind of what we're, going for. Obviously, some of this might be higher or might be lower, just depending on what we can do over the next couple of years. You can see here that the ending balance is going to be very close to over $1 million. So right now it's at $971,000 for the estimate. You can see here the annual dividend income. Oh, there's the ad that typically pops up. Is going to be $38,832. So if we actually break that down, so $38,832. So if we divide that monthly, on average, obviously months are going to be up and down because of the companies we have. It's going to be $3,236 every single month that we're going to be having in dividend income. Now, obviously, the markets are going to go the way they're going to go, so sometimes we might be able to buy in at better price points, which will help get to a quicker spot in this. Obviously, this is 15 years, so this portfolio that we are looking at and getting paid out from is one that we're focused on for the next 14, 15 years to be able to live off of some of these dividends if we wanted to, or ideally use them for like travel and other things as well too. But what I'll do is I'll have a link if you guys are interested in checking out M1 Finance. This is the platform I use to hold my dividend investing. I personally love it. They do have a nice bonus for you using my link, so that way it helps support out the channel, but it gets you a nice starting bonus. The other thing you can do too is click on this next video right over here. This will continue to show you some of the different things that we have going on with the channel, with this portfolio, and you can see us continue to grow over time and keep on learning. My name is Dennis, and I'll see you in that next video.